Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to watch your YouSeeAllTv with the new TV Mate app. And what you want to do is go ahead and scroll down to this checkbox right here. And you want to hit the down arrow, which is the down button at the bottom of this circle. To get down to it, hit the select button, which is the center, to select it. And it's going to bring it up and start playing it through the app.
I've done 10, so here's the thing.
Let me go ahead and mute that out. So in order to pull your guide up, what you want to do is hit this back button to pull up your full guide. This button right here that's pointing to the left, and it's going to bring your full guide up where you can go through all of the stations and everything. If you hit the left button on the circle, then it'll pull up your categories as well. Now if you want to pull up a guide where, say you don't want the whole screen to go away, you want the screen to stay big but pull your guide up, instead of hitting this back button, then you want to hit this left button on the circle. And that's going to pull the guide up to the left hand side right there. And you see that it has each show that's playing and everything else that's playing on that station. And as you go down, it'll switch it up. Now if you do hit the left hand button again, then it's going to bring up your categories. You can go through and check everything else out through the categories and search while you're actually watching a full time or a full screen show. So now I'm going to show you, because that may be a little bit too small for some of you guys, I'm going to show you how to change the font size. So let's back out of that, and we're going to long hold this select button right here to bring up our menu along the bottom of the screen. So we long hold this button, that means hold it down, and we're going to scroll over to the right until we get to settings, and we're going to click settings and go in there and go down to appearance and go down to font size, and instead of medium, we'll go ahead and turn it to very large. Alright, so we'll back out of there with our back button, and once we hit the menu again, it's going to come up and it's going to show everything a lot bigger so that we can see it a lot better. Adding the favorites. Let's say you're watching a show, so let's say you're watching Wheel of Fortune on ABC West, and you want to add this station to your favorites. You long hold that button right there in the middle, and when you're going over to the right, instead of going all the way to settings, we're going to stop right here at add to favorites. You click that and it's going to add that channel to your favorites. I'm going to show you a couple other ways to add channels to your favorites as well. Like say you're just setting this app up, which a lot of you guys probably are. What you want to do is go ahead and hold down the select button to bring up your actual guide again. And we're going to go over to search this time. So let's search your locals. So let's say you're in Miami, then you go in and type in Miami, and you'll be able to bring everything up that's in Miami as far as the local stations and anything else that says Miami. And you can go right to them, and you want ABC for Miami, you long hold the center, and it's right there for add to favorites. You do that for all of your local channels, and now you'll be able to add those channels and watch those channels just the same. You can search anything here. You can search MTV, whatever you want to search. Another way for you to find favorites is to, let's back out of there, and let's go back to our full size guide, and you can go by category. So we got the network TV there. We're going to long hold the select button, and it's going to bring the menu up on the right hand side. Now we're going to scroll that down to manage favorites. So when we do that, it's going to allow us to go to each channel that we want to add and actually add some favorites. So let's add a couple favorites. Let's do BET. You click that and the star is going to turn blue. That's how you know it's added to your favorites. Comedy Central. Click that. I've added Comedy Central. So now I'm done with those. I hit back to get out of it. And now I want to go to a different menu. Let's say I want to add, let's add some 24/7 TV channels. So let's say I want to add 24/7 Bernie Mac show. So I go over to 24/7 and I long hold to select. Go down to manage favorites. And now I'm going to add Bernie Mac. I'm going to add Big Bang Theory. And let's say I add CSI Miami. So I added those, and now let's hit back because we're done with that category. And now let's go back and let's get some premium channels, premium movie channels. So same thing here, long hold the center, go down to manage favorites, and let's add HBO comedy. Let's add HBO Zone. Let's add Cinemax, Outer Max. So I added a few more of those. I already got some sports stations, but you guys get the idea of how to add favorites. Also, I'm going to show you guys how to use the multi-screen. So let's say you're watching HBO and you want to watch some other stuff with it. You long hold the center select button until you get your guide to pop up down there at the menu, and then you go right over to multi-view. And let me add the volume for this part. So now that it's here, you click the OK button to bring up the menu for your next screen. It says add screen, you hit OK.
You can call
and let's add some football. So now we got football playing. Let's add another screen. Let's hit the OK button. Add screen. Let's put on regular ESPN.
A 97-yard kick return touchdown. He is
Let's add another one.
From last season, leading the charge for an experienced receiving group.
Let's do Wheel of Fortune. So now we got these different shows, and you see the white box around Wheel of Fortune. That's why we're hearing that one. So we can go to the left to hear football, go up to hear the movie, go to the right to hear the other football game. Now if you want to watch one screen bigger than all the others, then you hold down the center button on the screen you want to be big. And the other ones will go down to the bottom. So I believe that's about it. If you want to hit your last channel, so let's get out of this for a minute. I'm going to hit that and go down to full screen to make that full screen. So now if I want to go to the last station I was on, then I can hit this right arrow right here, this right side, and it's going to take me to the last station that I was on, which was Wheel of Fortune. Hit it back. It's going to take us right back to Sports Center. Okay, and also when you're watching TV, if you hit the center button right here, it'll bring up all of the stations that you've been watching, and you can go back through and pull them all back up. So it keeps count of all of your recent stations. If you want to get rid of it, you can hit clear and it'll clear them out, but you can get right back to all the stations that you were watching. So that's about it, guys. If you got any questions, please let us know. Thanks for subscribing to YouSeeAllTv, and you guys have a good one.